Hello, friends. Oh my gosh, how are there 56 comments already? Hello and welcome. Welcome to our Friday stream. Hi. Noza is here. Timothy is here. Tim is here. Hello. Hello. Takara is here. Charlie is here. Hello. Hi. Sarah is here. Hello. Simply Wisty is here. Hello. I am so glad to see each and every one of you. Oh, Mike is here. Hello, Mike. Alex, hello. Allie, hey. Hi. Fantastic. Hi. Looks like Mike is here. Hello. Well, there's multiple Mikes and multiple Sarahs. Hi, Marissa is here. J. Michael DeAngelis is here. BB Hermit and Trace. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm, as always, very, very glad to see you. Hi. Yes, and the Council of Tims. Let us not forget the Council of Tims. That's very important. Oh, very, 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 very important. So yeah, it's Friday. Some of you will remember last session. So on Wednesday, I noted that I'm taking the summer off from Friday streams. And so we will only be through the summer. So starting next week, I'm only going to be doing streams on Wednesdays through the summer, just to kind of give myself my Fridays back in case we do a little bit of, traveling or just need some downtime. Oh, I love this. Hey, Anne. And yes, only one Jimmy. We need a couple of Tams to balance things out with the Tims. Yes, I love that, Noza. Jimmy says only one Jimmy ever. We fight over it every couple of centuries, usually in a large city. Lightning gets involved. What did they recently have? There was like a battle of Jeremy's or Jason's? Josh's? Maybe it was a Josh battle. I love that. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Timothy Duggan says, I'm just too tired for battle. So, I Tim also says I forfeit the battle. So yeah, I feel like the Tims just need to have a support group instead of fighting each other. There should be just all the Tims can hang out and just be there for each other. Mike says a council of Tims, a ministry of Mikes, a society of Sarahs. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Yes, the little kid won at the Battle of the Joshes. One punch Charlie. Oh no, Sarah, you might have to start working Wednesday nights. I hate it. That's a cricket of Jimmys. I like that. I like that. Yes, exactly. Some random Tim is going to win by default, or you could all just go out for coffee. Yes, Tims are less scrappy. Oh, an amalgamation of Amy's. I like that. I like that. Oh, instead of a council, it's a council. Oh. Another book lover says, I am the amalgamation. That's perfect. That's perfect. Speaking of amalgamation, which rhymes with hydration, are you guys all, I've got my not moonshine very clearly labeled here. So I'm going to take a hydrating sip. I hope you're all staying hydrated and healthy. Oh, Mike says lost audio. Yeah, if tonight's stream dies on you or stops working, go ahead and refresh. A gaggle of ands without the E, yes. Charlie says this is definitely booze, so I'm dehydrating. It does say hydrate or dihydrate, and some people may choose to dihydrate. which I appreciate. Oh my gosh, Noza says one of my housemates has the same name as me. It's not as confusing as people think. I think that would be extremely confusing, but I guess, yeah. I mean, do you do like nicknames? I remember in school, there were always at least like, it was the 80s. So there were at least 3 other Sarahs in every single one of my classes. So I was just always Sarah W. And it was just part of my name. So I wasn't Sarah, I was Sarah W. And that was my name. And there was Sarah T. And then there was, I think, Sarah K. And I was Sarah W. And that was just my name forever. Until, I don't know, probably like 8th grade. So Sarah W. Yep, that was like, it feels more like my official real name just because I'm just so used to it. Could have gone by S dubs. I wasn't that cool. When I was in like, your real first name is Sarah D. Exactly. A jabber of J. Michaels. Oh, good. Anne says I got to hydrate and medicate. Perfect. An alliance of alleys. I love that too. Takara. Yeah. Oh, a murder of Tim's. Annette says, hey, here, half dead from exhaustion, but hydrating. I'm noticing a theme tonight. Annette and Takara says, I'm so tired, I'm not writing tonight. Yeah, I always like to say that here during our live streams that, yes, while this is a create along, it is also just a safe space for creators like you to just come hang out. So if you have a work in progress that you want to work on or do or use or what, I don't know what, whatever you call it, I guess, you're welcome to work on that with us tonight. You are also welcome to just be your beautiful, amazing, and wonderful self. Because something that I've been struggling with, I've been struggling with a lot of stuff this week, but one of the things I've been struggling with this week, and my partner Tim has also been struggling with this week, is the sense that our worth does not come from our work. Our worth does not come from our accomplishments. Our worth as people, even our worth as creators, does not come from how much we accomplish or how much we produce or how many words we put on a page. That's not where our worth comes from. I have to be reminded sometimes that we have intrinsic worth as human beings. As human beings who are in community with each other, as human beings who are just taking this journey through life together, who reach out to each other and say kind words to each other, we have worth. Now, it's extra cool if we are like creating stuff, like that's awesome. Like if you're publishing a book or writing some poems or working on a cool painting, or if you're making a podcast, that's awesome. But that doesn't determine your worth as a human being. And I want you to remember that, because I have trouble remembering that, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Oh, cute. Oh, I like this. Noza says, not yet. So we've had a conversation about it. We only have one nickname each that we don't share. So I guess I'm Noza and she's Noma. Our name is Naomi. Oh, that's such a beautiful name. Oh, I love that name. That's beautiful. Jimmy says, I'm a Jimmy and my dad is a Jimmy. Oh, so even though I'm 53, I'm still a Jimmy, except my dad will never be around someone, in which case I introduce myself as Jim. Yeah, do you prefer Jimmy or do you prefer Jim? Like, what's your, if you could choose? Tim says, I really want to edit tonight, but this week has been emotionally taxing. Yes, it has. And I don't think I have much left tonight. No. Tim mentioned earlier that he was maybe going to be listening to some podcasts and just like playing some like gentle video games in the background. I fully support that. I fully support that. So if you need to take some time tonight and stare at a wall, doodle, if you want to, I've been like just doing some journaling, and you can see I have stickers. So I've been putting pretty stickers in my journal. Yes, I'm almost 40. Yes, I enjoy, look at this. There's like pages of really cute stickers in here. So I've got those. I need to show you too. My sister Beck for Christmas this year gave me, I think, what is like 1,000 unicorn stickers. So I've been having fun with these. That's right, I'm an adult. Sometimes. Anne says, I know the feeling of being too tired to write. I was like that Wednesday night. I opened my document and my character said, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. Allie says, last night I finally, in all caps, finished my outline for season 3 of Dining in the Void. In all, it's 43 pages. Yes, and I am both proud and terrified. I am proud of you, and I honor the fact that you are feeling terrified. But I also know that you are smart and capable and brave, and you've already got 2 seasons under your belt. You can do this. Good. Good. Allie, I'm excited for you. Love it. Troops of Takara. Troop of Takara. I like that. I like that. Although Takara, you're the only Takara I think I've ever met. I don't think I know. You have a very, at least in my experience, you have a wonderfully unique name, and I'm a little bit jealous because there are a lot of times in my life I did not want to be Sarah W. So Mike says, I have a hard time separating my worth from my productivity. Too many years in the corporate world. And Mike, I think it even starts before that. Because, you know, in school, it's like we are what we produce. And our grades and our, you know, whatever it is that we're using to prove ourselves and our brains and the fact that we're learning, like all of that stuff we need to show proof becomes our identity. Like, oh, you become, you know, an average student, or you become a straight A student, or you become the class clown, or you know, and it starts becoming part of your identity, even that early. And it's tied to what you produce. It's tied to, you know, if you have a spelling test, or if you have to read a book out loud in class, or if you have to turn in your math homework, you're judged and validated based on what you produce. It's not right, but it's what we're taught. And it's how we're socialized. Too many years in the corporate world. Yeah, and then in the corporate world, it's the same thing, except to like another degree, right? You are what you produce. You are your numbers. You are your commission. You are your, you know, insert validating measurement here. All of those factors that determine whether or not you get a raise this year, you know, or whether or not you get a promotion become how people think of you and what your identity becomes. I have some very good, Alex would be proud of me. I have some very good loose leaf green tea tonight. It is Iron Goddess of Mercy green tea. And it's, or maybe it's an oolong. I can read, I promise. It's an oolong. Gosh, yeah. Yeah, your worth does not come from your productivity. Good, Takara, you had your photo shoot. Did you get your makeup done again? I would love to see that when it's published. That is fantastic. Oh, it's so exciting. Getting interviewed is really cool. That is really cool, Takara. Oh, is that worse? Jimmy says, I've honestly never thought about it. I've always been Jimmy, unless I was around my dad's family, in which case I was little Jimmy. Note, I have never been little ever. You get to choose what you're called. I ended up, so my name is actually Sarah Ray Werner. So like it says in the little pink box down here at the bottom of your screen. But my first name is Sarah and my middle name is Ray and my last name is Werner. And I chose to use my middle name in conjunction with my first name just because my first name is so common. And then Werner or Werner is it's just as common as like Smith in Germany. And I'm not even German. And like, anyway, I won't go into all of that, but like, you get to choose your name. I chose that I wanted Sarah Ray to be my name and what I went by. And I made that choice probably, I was out of college when I made that choice. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of being what I perceived to be just another Sarah. And so I was like, I'm just going to start using my middle name, and people can think it's like a, like Sally Joe or Sheila Ray or, whatever, Billy Bob, a name that's really two names. So I don't know. You can choose your name. So do you want to be Jimmy? And if you do, that's fantastic. And if you don't, then that's also fantastic. Another book lover says, I'm 37 and I steal my 5-year-old stickers. Don't at me. He doesn't care for stickers. Oh my gosh. Stickers were like my life. Stickers maybe still are my life. Don't judge me either. Oh. Is it really? Timothy says, my daughter's middle name is Takara. Okay, that's awesome. I had no idea. Yes, Lisa Frank memories. Oh my gosh. I thought Lisa Frank was like the height of artistic sensibility. Like, why not put rainbows on everything? Like, why shouldn't everything have unicorns on it? Like, what greater expression of joy is there? Oh, I love that. Alex says, Ostium writing has been going great. I am glad to hear that. Oh, wait, and I need to show you. I don't know if I showed you this. So I'm really excited. Good. Last night, Alex says, I finished episode 7 of season 6, and the total word count for the season so far is 51K, and I'm kind of scared. Okay, why are you scared? Oh, with 3 episodes still left to write, it's going to be a very long season. Is that okay for you? Is that okay? Are you okay having a really long season? I don't know, I would be. That is really awesome. Ooh. Ooh, Mike says, I'm debating starting to script season 4. You guys are making such amazing progress. I am just so in awe of all of you and this incredible work that you're doing. Oh my gosh. How do you, if I can ask you a question, how do you keep up the momentum? What motivates you? How do you keep going and doing multiple seasons? I would love to know your answers for that. As you're thinking about that, Allie says, this Sunday we have our very first table read. Good, for human error. And I'm so excited and nervous. Tonight I'm going to continue trying to finish season 1, episode 7, which is Fighting with Me. Yeah, my recent episode, the episode that I'm working on of Girl in Space, episode 6 of season 2, is also Fighting with Me. And for me, that just means that I need to engage in that fight a little bit more. I need to step up and bring the fight a little bit better. Because recently, I open up my document and the episode like greets me. It's like, hey, Sarah W. I don't even know if this is how you fight, but like this is how silly cartoons fight. And I'm just like, I think I need to go clean something. Or I'm going to go make some tea and then take a shower. And then maybe if I avoid this long enough, it'll just write itself. Maybe the writing fairies will visit me while I'm like cleaning the floor. It doesn't happen. So yeah. Yes. Oh, Takara is Japanese for treasure. Oh, beautiful. Oh, I love that. Noza says, I think being a C student all my life helped me accept that I am not my grades. Yes. Being average and dyslexic is good for something. The school system just wasn't my thing. Yes, yes, yes. Grading everyone, oh my gosh, I could go on for days about this, but like grading everyone on the same scale. Sorry, people are intelligent in different ways. People are insightful in different ways. Like, and just saying there's one type of value and it's this one thing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe schools are getting better than they were in the 80s and 90s. Maybe they're not getting better. But boy, is that frustrating. It's a good, I'm really glad that you came away with that though. I know it's a really metal kind of tea. Jimmy says, I cannot even begin to talk about what I think my worth is because I make my friends angry. They tend to think I talk down about myself. You're talking about us, aren't you, Jimmy? I refuse to accept you talking down about yourself. I mean, I understand where it comes from, and like I do it too. I don't know if you've listened to, I just released episode 124 of the Right Now podcast this morning, and it's called Beautifully Broken. And I talk about how I've been struggling lately and having some just like mental health things going on, and how I've just been really talking down to myself and devaluing myself lately. And just every time I sit down to record a new episode of the Right Now podcast, I hear this little voice in my head saying, yeah, but you're not good enough to talk about that. Or you're not smart enough to talk about that. Or you don't have enough experience to talk about that. You're not allowed to talk about that. Why bother? So Jimmy, please know I do understand. But if I see you talking down about yourself, of course, I'm going to be like, no, stop, because you're my friend. And I want you to say nice things about yourself. Yeah, corporate world sucks. Sarah says, my boss managed to make me feel bad because my productivity this week has been down, despite all that's going on in my private life that he knows about. Yeah. It just lacks compassion and humanity, right? Oh, good. Takara, you do get your makeup done. I love it. Good. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, geez. Whenever I like go on a little bit of a tangent, the chat fills up and then I'm like scrolling back through it like, oh no. Anne says, my daughter's 12 and she still loves stickers. I love it. See, that's interesting. Timothy says, I discovered in high school that longer essays get automatic A's, whereas tightly focused, well-researched ones get nitpicked. And that's a whole nother layer. Oh my gosh, we're not even going to go into that right now because it's just going to upset me. J. Michael DeAngelis says, I've been J. Michael since college. Most people in my life call me that, though many at work go with just Michael, which is acceptable. But there's a handful of people who call me Mike, and it's only because they have special signed permission slips. Yeah, your name is, that is your identity, not your productivity, but your name can be wrapped up in, your identity can be wrapped up in the name that you choose for yourself. Like my brother is Harrison, and it is not Harry, and it is not anything else. It is Harrison. And my sister Rebecca is not Becky ever. She is Beck. And it's important. Oh, I love that. Allie says, Allie is a name I picked for myself. It's just a shortened version of my first name, which I still love, but it's nice to have a pen name that reflects me. Yes. Also, I'm the only Allie Hilton I know. I love it. Sarah says, I vote for mermaid stickers everywhere. Yes. Yes. Mermaid stickers everywhere. Let's see. Simply Wisty says, I've been in a weird mood lately. I've had a lot of change coming my way. It's good stuff, but wrapping my head all around all my thoughts and emotions has been taxing. Yes, it takes a toll. It takes a toll when you have just life throwing stuff at you and you're responding to it, and you're also trying to get all the stuff done that you need to get done. Yeah. Okay. So I asked earlier, like, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep going? Alex says, because I want to find out how it ends too, and I have no idea at the moment. My characters write the story. I just put the words on the page. Oh, I love that. Allie says, sometimes the episodes are fighting with us, but I will win. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Allie, I like this. This is a good insight. Allie says, sometimes winning an episode fight just means deleting the scene that doesn't work. Oh my gosh, yes. I actually had that. I had that experience with episode 5 that I just finished, A Girl in Space. I had all this rambling at the end, and I was like, no, you know what? I just deleted like 3 pages of dialogue, and I just put 2 words there, and it felt so good. It just like tied it up nicely. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. I like this. J. Michael says, what keeps me going is the joy of collaboration. Working with my partners, the cast, the amazing guest stars, and the audience. It's been such a real connection during this strained time. I also love my characters, and I love learning about their lives as I write. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. The joy of collaboration. And maybe that's part of it, is because I kind of create Girl in Space in a vacuum, you know? It's just me. So it's rough. Mike says, season 2 was initially a story I woke up at 4 a.m. and wrote. Oh, and you're just like on fire for it, I bet. I love that. Season 3 is because I love Antarctica, the movie The Thing, and the story At the Mountains of Madness. I recently read that. And sorry, I interjected that myself. Season 4 because I'm fascinated by the story of the HMS. I just read The Terror by Dan Simmons. I'm going to assume that's what you're talking about. And that's also Antarctica, right? I may or may not be correct. Let's see. Will Wardini says, I'm a total noob, but when my writing is trying to fight me with fisticuffs, it's usually because there's something wrong with the writing and plan, and I haven't figured out what it is yet. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Often the story knows best, and it's getting to that's difficult. This is Midori, my 19-year-old fluffy cat, who likes to pop by the stream sometimes and meow at us and get scritches. So I'm very allergic to her. How allergic am I to you? I'm very allergic. I took an allergy pill before tonight's stream, and I will be washing my hands and face very thoroughly after this so I don't get hives. But yes, Sarah, I like this. Was it Einstein that said that, of course, a fish is going to feel incompetent if you ask him to climb a tree or something like that? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Another book lover also says, if you judge a fish by how well it climbs a tree, it will fail every time. Exactly. We learn in different ways. We learn in different ways. Oh, Tim says, hey, have you mentioned the stream schedule change yet? Not the Scream schedule change. I don't know where that came from. A little parapraxis. Yes, and that is just letting you guys know that for the summer, I'm taking Fridays off. Not off of work, but just off of streaming. So we're only going to be streaming on Wednesday nights during the summer. So I hope you can make it. If not, please hang out in our Discord with us. Yeah, screaming will keep to the usual schedule, says Alex. I'm not going to let you know what my screaming schedule is because, it's just too loud. Oh, I love that. Hey, Pinball Princess is here. Hello. Hello. Oh, Christine is here. Hello. Sorry, I'm like, oh, for anyone, right. For anyone who doesn't know, do you want to talk about the awesomeness of Sean Howard? Yes. So if you have or have not listened to, oh, hey, Rob's here. Hi. My latest episode of the Right Now podcast, I have an interview out with Sean Howard, who is the creator of all sorts of really cool podcasts, including Albasalix and Civilized and a lot of other stuff. I'm like, there's a huge catalog, Axe and Crown. Anyway, Sean is also the founder of the Fable and Folly podcast network, which hosts shows like The Orphans and Harlem Queen and all sorts of amazing shows. And so I'm really good friends, and I explained this in the episode, but I'm good friends with Sean, and he reached out and was like, hey, are you okay? And I was like, no. And he's like, let's talk. And so we recorded a conversation talking about mental health. And I think it was really good. So I hope you enjoy listening to it if you listen. So yeah. Scream like no one is listening. Oh, I love that. Hey, Danny. Hey, Falling Hoshi. Falling Hoshi says, I want to channel my thoughts of self-loathing into my writing. It fits the mood of the thing I'm working on. The self-loathing normally wins. Well, it's not going to win tonight because you're going to deal with it. You're going to explore it in your writing and understand a little bit more about it and about yourself. And please know that you have a supportive community here cheering for you. I want you to remember that. Oh, hey, Annie's here. Hello. I'm going to go ahead and, hey, Marissa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and recovery takes time. Timothy says, I just spent 2 months recovering from the worst move ever. I'm only just now back to creating. Yeah, life is life. It happens. It gets in the way. All right. You can look at the bottom of the screen here and maybe see that I've put up a little banner that says we're writing until 8:30 p.m. Central. And by writing, I just mean creating, working on whatever it is you want to work on, and or staring off into space, doing whatever it is that you feel recharges and reinvigorates your creative spirit. This is weird. I feel like I'm like holding a flashlight under my face. The sunlight's coming in and it's reflecting off of Midori onto my face. She's just so shiny and bright. But yeah, we're gonna create together or hang out together here for an hour. So we're starting here. It is 7:35 p.m. Central, and we're gonna go for 55 minutes, I guess technically. So at let's see, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Mountain, 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. You will hear the gentle yeeting of the alpenhorn, which will summon you back here to our creative community / cult, whatever you want to call it. I'm not picky. And we'll talk about how it went. All right. This really does look creepy with like, you're so bright. Oh, thank you for flinging hair in my face. Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands and then I am going to, I'm going to be working with you guys tonight, and I'm not 100% sure on what yet. I have a few different projects I need to tackle, but I'll be here writing with you. So without further ado, I'm going to mute myself. You're welcome to play music on your end or listen to white noise or podcasts or whatever it is you like to have going on while you write. And I'll see you back here in about an hour. All right, friends, let's go. Welcome back, everyone. Yes, there it is. The Alpenhorn. Tim, the podcast guy, says there it is, the Alpenhorn of doom. But I like to think of it as the Alpenhorn of not doom. If you are in the middle of flow, if you're in the middle of a sentence, if you're in the middle of writing a poem and it's really awesome and you're having a great time, like feel free to mute me, close out of this window. But otherwise, if you're feeling like coming back, then come on back. As my friend Christopher says, I model these ride-alongs after my friend Christopher Reinaga does some really, really beautiful ride-alongs. And he says, come back in your own time. And so I really love that. It's a really gentle way of inviting people back. I re-steeped my tea, so now I have a full mug of tea again, and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, hi, how was it? I saw some folks who were talking about their music for writing. I know some of you have talked before about having playlists for projects, which I really love. I always want to put together playlists for my projects, but then I get overwhelmed. Excuse me, because there's all the music in the universe. And how do I know what to put on a playlist? I don't know. So Marissa says, I finished translating/editing 2 pages tonight. Friends and coworkers have been asking me for updates and funny stories about this task and the plot. So it's become a fun thing to talk about. And we share a few laughs as well. Oh, Marissa, I love that. I love that. I like that it is becoming, I don't know if it's becoming part of your story, but like you're certainly getting some experience and some stories and some humor out of it, which makes me really happy. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, thank you. Takara says the new Right Now episode is amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that you enjoy it. Oh, good. The Alpenhorn lined up perfectly with your music. I love it. Falling Hoshi says a few sentences, a headache, and some crochet. You gotta take care of yourself. Yeah. Ugh. I can't create when I have a headache. I fixate on it, and all I can think about is how much it hurts. And then those are the days when I don't get any creative writing done. And it's a little bit infuriating, especially when I start to compare myself, because I know that other people and other creators, like other podcasters and other streamers and stuff, I don't know what my bangs are doing. Other streamers like will still stream when they're sick, or they'll still put out a podcast episode when they have a fever. And I'm always like, I should do that too, but also I should avoid burning out. And so what do you do with that? You just got to take good care of yourself. So I'm glad you got to do some crocheting. Good. Anne says, I'm doing another character profile and I got a lot done. I love it. I know. I wish there was more Point Mystic too. Christopher is working on the next episode right now, actually. Yes. Christopher Reinaga is the creator of Point Mystic, along with his partner, Marguerite Croft. So if you haven't listened to Point Mystic, I know I've given you a lot of podcast recommendations during tonight's stream. So listen to Point Mystic, listen to Alba Salix and Civilized and all of the Fable and Folly Network shows. Listen to Girl in Space. Listen to Tim's new show, Omen. I believe the RSS feed is up and available. We submitted it to Spotify this morning, so it should be out there soon. Thank you. Mike says, every time we come back after the Alpenhorn, you sound like a hypnotist or a meditation guru bringing us back into the moment. I think that's what I'm trying to strive for, because I don't want to alarm anyone. I want to bring you back gently. And because I've done it before when it has not been gentle, and I scared a lot of people. I don't want to be responsible for anyone's heart attack. So I try to bring you back as calmly as I possibly can. So, yes. Mm. Anne says, how you know is by finding the songs that are in your head while you write. Falling Hoshi says, Spotify, and you can nick someone else's playlist. Christine says, tonight I edited a couple of chapters to match up with the audiobook I recorded this month. Heck yeah. Wow. It sounds like you've had just a really good month. And I love that. I love that. Allie is still writing. Heck yes. Got to drop some more background information in this episode for one character. And I love dropping those little gay details. I love it. Allie, the way that you throw yourself into your work and the way, just the passion that you have for what you create is so inspiring. I love to see it. Thank you for sharing that with us. Hey, LA Baker's here and says good night. Yeah, if you need to head out, if you need to go to bed, I don't know if you were here. If you were here on Wednesday, I yawned for the first time during a stream and I was like really embarrassed about it. But I stifled a yawn and then I actually yawned and I felt awful about it. But I was so tired. So if you are feeling tired, if you need to go to bed, or if you're if you're one of our friends in Australia and it's in the morning and you need to go to work, whatever it is that you need to do, I always like to say, this is not a class for credit. You can come and go as you please. I'm just glad that you're here. So LA Baker, if you're still here 4 minutes after you left that comment, good night, and I hope you're well. So yeah. Tim says I yawn all the time. You just don't get to watch me do it. Oh. Let's see. Oh, Drayton, hey, I think I waved to you. I saw you pop in the chat and I like waved to you, but I don't know if you saw it or not. So I'm glad you're here. Yes, good. Mike says, on the plus side, I reviewed and released the remaining open parts for season 3. What is A1? Act 1. Oh, derp. and Act 2, like it says it right there. It says Act 2, as well as drafting the sides for Act 3. Good, Mike. I love to hear it. I love that. Good. Good. Drayton says, trying to regain the oomph to write after some life stuff. Oh, I know. I'm so close to finishing the novel, Drayton says. I thought I was done at 75K, but now I'm at 81K. There's just something about a novel that continually surprises you that I really love. So what will it take? What will it take to finish it? And is there anything that you're stuck on, or is the novel just not letting itself be finished? Like, does it want to keep going? Does it have so much momentum it is bursting through all of the barriers that you try to put in front of it? Oh, Noza says, oh, the video paused and I didn't realize. I got some writing done and half an application for a gallery for a group exhibition we're planning for later this year. Okay, that sounds amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's super cool. I always feel like that's so fancy. Like a gallery. Like it sounds really cool. I have a friend who was doing a gallery showing and I was telling everybody like, oh, I get to go to my friend's gallery showing tonight. And I felt very special and posh about it. I don't know, it just feels very elite and like everyone should have champagne flutes and be wearing like evening gowns or something. I don't know. Yes, every single person in attendance needs to be wearing an evening gown. Everyone, no exceptions. Annie says, dinner eaten, then unicorn notes extricated from the ghost story file and about a page of new notes written. Excuse me, when did you introduce a unicorn mafia? Because that's amazing. And he continues, seems the unicorn mafia is not really a thing, despite being fun to say. I feel like that's its own thing. Like if you want that to be a thing, it can and should be a thing with a capital T. That's amazing. That's amazing. Good. Takar says I'll probably write tomorrow if I feel like it. Good. 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 I love it. Yeah, BB Hermit says, I did not feel very creative tonight. Just worked on the cookbook project instead, added some notes to the electronic copy, and started the intro. That's creative. That's perfect. That is enough. That is you. That is what you needed to do tonight, and you did it, and you allowed yourself to do it. So good for you. Wow. Helped your wife with pressing some t-shirt vinyl? That sounds really cool. I don't know what that means. And I automatically think of like melting records onto t-shirts. I'm sure that's not what that means. I'm sure it's like shirt decorating. I mean, right? Probably. Ooh. Jimmy says, tonight I learned there's a documentary about a group of people who restored the Sad Hill Cemetery from the good, the bad, and the ugly in time for the anniversary of the shooting of the amazing showdown scene in that movie. Oh, you don't have Netflix. I feel like you need to watch this. I feel like that would be a good thing. No, Jimmy, you're not being graded. Oh, interesting. Annette says, just to know, if you press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, you can't yawn. It was oddly taught to me in undergrad to stop us all from yawning in boring guest presentations. Okay. See, I've learned something tonight. I learned a little bit about myself. I learned a little bit about how to not yawn. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh, oh gosh, trying to learn to use Reaper. We were just talking about that earlier today. I hear there's a little bit of a learning curve. So you can do it. I know you can do it. Other people have done it, so you can do it. I wish you luck. I think that we're actually going to be switching from Audacity to Reaper sometime in the very near future for our audio projects. I know for season 2 of Omen, we're gonna be using Reaper for that. So I'm a little nervous because like I said, there's a learning curve and got to commit to it. So we'll see. Tim, wow. Asked to be a regular monthly contributor for a new monthly magazine. Heck yeah. Got to figure out what and how to write. Well, the how will take care of itself because you already know how to do that. But the what, I mean, yeah, take into consideration like who the audience is and what you're passionate about. And there's bound to be something in that intersection, right? Probably. Oh, yeah, I love Audacity too. The same technique can be used to get rid of brain freeze. I've never had brain freeze. Fun fact, never had brain freeze. But I eat ice cream very slowly, so like I'm not like, I don't know, maybe that's a thing. Let's see. Oh, that's really cool. Noza says it's exciting. We've done one opening, but it was in a space where we could only fit 10 people at a time. See, you just call that elite, and then like that makes it even cooler. We did have a saxophonist and a trombonist jamming outside, which was rad. Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing. Good. Drayton, this is awesome. Drayton says, I invented a new technology that changed the ending. Oh, the ending in my head keeps getting better and better, but now I just have to write it in a clever way that people will enjoy and isn't an info dump. I like the use of the word just. Like, I just have to do it amazingly. That's it. It's so simple. I just have to be awesome. But you know what, Drayton? You are awesome. You can do this. I'm really excited for you. Yeah, destructive editing and Audacity. Yeah. Oh, heck yeah. New technology is a CPU that phases into alternate dimensions, multiplying computing power exponentially. Oh, that's cool. Now I'm going to be thinking about multiple dimensions and exponential. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Very interesting. It's a good day. I know that for me and for a lot of you, this week has been a struggle. And maybe this month has been a struggle. And maybe 2021 has been a struggle. Or maybe you didn't stop struggling after 2020. So I just want to let you know you're not alone. The life of an artist and a creator is a lot of things, but it's not easy. And we choose this path because we love it. But again, it's not easy. Exactly. Allie, I love that. Allie says life is a struggle, but we're doing our best. We are. And that's all that we can expect of ourselves. Got to do your best. And each of you is doing your best with your creative projects. And I'm so proud of you. I love coming here and just seeing how all of you are either moving forward with your projects or giving yourself the rest and recuperation that you need to recharge your creative superpowers. Like I love to see it. Yeah. Tim says it's been a struggle since early 2019. Yeah. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I like finished the season 1 finale for Girl in Space, and I don't think I've gotten over it yet. You know? So, oh no, Noza, oh, having trouble with buffering. Shoot. Yeah, oh, I hate that. Technology is so wonderful in so many ways, but it's so frustrating. Shoot. Oh, Marissa, thank you. Marissa says, hugs to all friends who are struggling. You're not alone. We're here for you in whatever way you need. I love that. Love this community. Marissa, thank you. Thank you. That when you say things like that, that's so kind and so generous. And yeah, a generous heart and a generous spirit like that is something that I love to see. So thank you for saying that. Oh, this is exciting. Allie says, I started making progress this week on another podcast, and for the first time in 7 years, a character's backstory is fully written. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I love that. Oh, okay. So I have 2 notebooks. Where's my other one? Here. I have so many notebooks on my desk. I have these 2 notebooks, right? This one is for Girl in Space season 2. You can see I've got like a little label on it that says season 2, and then just some stickers. And then this is the notebook that has the ideas for the secret project that I keep wanting to start, and I keep not starting. And maybe I should just start it just for fun, just something for me, because like Girl in Space has kind of become the thing that like I need to like publish and that people are expecting. But like this is completely unexpected, and I can kind of it's freeing. I can kind of do whatever I want with it. Yes. So maybe I need to do that. I don't know. It's been cool though. I have some really good ideas for season 2 of Girl in Space, which I just need to remind myself by like looking through my little notebook here. So this is where I keep my ideas. If you're curious about the process, ideas go in here, and then I put them on those like little index cards, and then I put the index cards in order, and that kind of becomes my very loose outline that I write from. So yeah. Good. Yes. Jimmy says, just writing stories. Write. Maybe one hits. Hopefully one hits. If not, write more stories. This is writing life. Well, that's what Ray Bradbury said. Something very similar, right? Write a short story every week. It's impossible to write 52 bad stories in a row. I think that's what he said, something like that. I might be paraphrasing. But I don't know. I have so many like weird little notes in this notebook, and I'm really excited to start this project, but I'm also really scared. And it's hard to get past that fear a lot of the time. Jimmy says, challenge accepted, Ray Bradbury. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Oh, Tim's been fully running Funny Science Fiction. Oh, I love that. I love that. That's fantastic. Oh, Timothy says the picture on the front of that notebook makes me wonder what kind of secret project it is. I don't know if you're familiar with this sticker or this symbol. It's not tonally, it's a hint, but subject matter wise, it's not a hint. I don't know if that's helpful or not. I'm just really good friends with the creator of this, and he gave me a giant sticker. And so I put it on, I had this notebook with me when we hung out last, and I just slapped it right on the front of my notebook. Oh, that's awesome. Good. Allie is just seeing this project grow. Eleanor's backstory, the character who I was talking about, has mostly lived in my head and across 5 different documents. Oh, and now it's all organized and in order and lovely. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Oh, and the unnamed characters have names. And Allie says, I have a better idea on how to work on the actual podcast and story. Yes. Yes. Sticker clues. Yes. Ooh, Allie got it. Yes. Oh, thank you. Christine says, if it makes you happy, do it. Oh, why is that so hard sometimes? Christine says, when I feel iffy about writing, I write in colored pens. It brings some fun to the process. Oh, I love that. It's so simple, right? It's just a small thing we can do. If it makes you happy, do it. It's funny because like that's the advice that I give people, but then following that advice, it's hard to follow your own advice sometimes. Maybe you know this. I bet you know this. Yes. Oh, this is a good question. Timothy said, so Sarah, what do you do for season 2 when some of your actors aren't available anymore? So I have in season 2 of Girl in Space, the actor who plays Kai just decided that he didn't love acting. He was never really comfortable acting. He was actually my brother-in-law's roommate and kind of just was on the show as a favor. And he was like, yeah, I don't want to do season 2. And I was like, okay, but you're like a fan favorite. And he's like, yeah, it's not right for me. And so I didn't push it. So I'm just recasting. And different shows have done this to different degrees. And sometimes they call it out and they say, oh, your voice has changed, character. And other people just don't. And so I'm not going to announce it. I'm going to give full credit to the new actor. So I've recast Kai, and I think it's going to work well. I'm sure people will notice, but I'm just going to move forward. I keep thinking of like how they replaced the role of Rachel Dawes was initially played by Katie Holmes in that first Christopher Nolan Batman movie, and then they replaced her with Rachel Dawes, or that's the character's name. Then they replaced her with Maggie Gyllenhaal, and it was like very weird, and they didn't acknowledge the shift. And so it's like, but I don't think it's going to be that drastic of a difference. I know, Kai, I know. Exactly. Something like that, Falling Hoshi. I replaced my vocal cords, throat spiders. Exactly. I like that. Throat spiders. Actually, I love that idea. Okay, that's very exciting. Oh, interesting. Soap operas do this a lot. They literally announce before a show that a new actor is playing an established character and go on from there. So yeah, maybe that's just something. I will be announcing the actors and like doing some kind of promo stuff before season 2 launches. But yeah, that's a good idea. And the new voice actor who will be playing Kai is just really delightful. I think a really good fit for the role. So I think it's gonna be really good. Oh, just picked up and went with it. Just moved forward. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, Allie says promo stuff for actors is fun. I didn't do that for season 1 of Girl in Space. I think mostly just because I didn't think to. I didn't know that was like a thing. And so like for season 2, it's like, yeah, let's let our actors shine. So yeah, I love seeing that. Ooh. Allie says, I have to organize the human error promo stuff still, RIP. You'll be fine. You can do this. It's almost 9 o'clock. And I haven't been yawning, not because I'm doing the tongue on the roof of the mouth trick, but because I'm just in a little bit of a better place here now than I was on Wednesday. Yeah, Allie says I didn't do that promo stuff for season 1 of Dining in the Void, but I started it for season 2. Yeah, I'm going to be doing something, I think, similar, just because I know, I know more now. I know that that's like a cool thing that you can do. It's like this world of possibilities has been opened up. And so we did some of that stuff for Omen, and it was really fun. And I think it really got the actors excited about the project. So yeah. This tea is really good. I hope that you're having a good evening or a good day or a good whatever time of day it is for you. Yes, absolutely. The more you podcast, the more you learn. Yeah. And the more you learn, the more you realize, yes, the more you learn, the more you grow. And the more you realize you don't know. That rhymed and that was weird. But it's this beautiful, like, forward moving infinity of, oh, I'm learning and I'm learning and I'm learning that there's like the universe is expanding in front of me and I have so much more to learn still, and it's beautiful. So I like that. Emperor of the Known Universe, now portrayed by Bobcat Goldthwait. That's delightful. That's delightful. My friends, I'm going to, it's 9 o'clock. We're reaching, oh no, we've gone over the 2-hour mark. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being you. I hope you hear this from other people multiple times per week, but you're amazing, just as you are. I learned that from Mr. Rogers, and it's really true. I hope you have a really, really, really beautiful weekend ahead of you. Here in the States, it's Memorial Day weekend, which means I stay inside and I work on creative projects and I drink tea. So I'm kind of excited about that. Oh, yes. This is a lovely, it's the people who make the space. It's really about community. And I just freaking love and appreciate you all Yeah, and if you miss some sessions, that's fine. We're always here. Except, and I want to point this out, um, starting next week, we're only doing Wednesdays throughout the summer. So if you would like more Friday create-alongs, those are on hold until September. So just an FYI. So yeah, I want to make sure that I set expectations. I know it's really disappointing because a lot of you are only available on Fridays. Um, but yeah, make it on a Wednesday if you can. If not, please do hang out in our Discord. There's a beautiful sense of community within the Discord. So yeah. Nice, Christine, you have a table at a Comic-Con on Monday. Heck yes. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Doesn't mean we can't get together on Discord. Exactly. So, all right. I hope you've enjoyed this like really nice sunset. There was like some nice like sun rays coming in at one point. It was just a really beautiful evening. So I hope you're doing well. Take good care of yourselves. Hydrate, please. And be safe this weekend, especially if you're setting off fireworks or anything. Yeah, I hope you get some creative work done. That's all I have to say for now. So take good care of yourselves, and I will see you on Wednesday.